Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 2023 as we continue our hard mode difficulty run with Alfa Tauri. I apologize if you're the kind of person who likes seeing me on camera, but I have actually been a little bit ill this weekend as I've been preparing to record some videos, and I didn't want to wait any longer. I feel okay, I just don't feel enough to be on camera. So for those that like the non-camera, I guess you get a couple days or a couple episodes of no camera. So there we go. It'll be back as soon as I feel a little bit better. But I wanted to get a few episodes recorded because I've been looking forward to this. I'm really enjoying this playthrough right now. If you have not been staying up to date on this series, or for some reason you just jumped in randomly in the middle of a series, which would be weird, but maybe not impossible, we are doing extremely well. This is our third season with Alfa Tauri on this hard mode difficulty, and we're 7 races in, so we're about almost a third of the way through the season. And of course, Tsunoda has won 4 of the 7 races. He won there, so he won Jeddah, skip a couple, then he won Miami, he won Imola, and he has won Monte Carlo. So Tsunoda is just doing extremely well. On top of that, Theo has come in second in 2 of those races as well. So Theo's done okay. Not quite as good as Tsunoda, but we've also given him the lesser car for most of that time period. They're about to be close, about basically in the same car. So there should be a lot more chance that they can both position really, really well going forward. This next race is going to be in Barcelona. It is a downforce circuit, which is our strength. We are much better at the downforce than the power circuits, I would say. So good stuff there. In fact, last race, you can see Theo just finished 5th. That's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a really, really good finish. So Theo's still doing great things for us. Unfortunately, our wind tunnel is currently shut down. Factory is getting upgraded. 97 days. I might have should have just repaired it, but that's okay. Or refurbished it, but that's okay. Click the button. It's done now. We had a lot of money, so that's kind of the reason I went with that. Everything else is looking mostly okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. Good. So let's get into this next race. Where are we at? I actually have to remind myself. Car part development. We've already started doing some research. And the reason we started doing some research is because we're about done with our designs. This is our last 2 design parts. We'll see how far that gets. Now, if we feel like we start to fall behind, we might always reserve the right to design a few more parts down the road. But for right now, I think these are going to be sufficient with everything else that we got going on. So let's go ahead and keep going. I'm excited. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun this season as well. This is going extremely well, and I'm really, really, really excited to see how this season ends up. Race prep, performance targets. What are we going to do? So both drivers hit Q3, although it's been weird. Like occasionally, we've had one slip out of Q3 here and there, which is really, really odd. They just get stuck behind people, things like that. Very, very strange. I'm going to say one driver hits top. Honestly, we're gonna go crazy. We're going to say one driver hits top 3. Let's go for it. Let's get some money. And then finish position streak there. Looks good. So all that is locked in. Let's get to the race weekend.
Thank you for joining us for the
Barcelona. All right, let's see here. Let me go and get practice done, and I'll bring you guys back for qualifying because I've been showing you guys qualifying this season. I think that's been working out okay. So I will be right back. All right, practice just finished. 100% for Theo, 95% for Tsunoda. I think that's because he has some parts that he hasn't quite capped out, but that's not a problem. Pretty good result, all said and done. We should be able to get a really good result in the qualifying here. Hopefully. Let's go ahead and put our good parts on for this. I got to figure out when I'm going to swap to, like, how long am I going to continue on the engines we got? For example, this is not a power circuit, so will this engine actually work for this? Or do I need to... Is it time for Tsunoda to kind of bump up to a different engine? I don't know the answer to that, actually. Obviously, I know the engine starts losing power past, what, 85% or whatever like that? So it's already lost power no matter where we're at, but he's done fine so far. So it might not matter that much. The longer we can prolong the engines that we're on, obviously the better things will be. There's no rain or anything like that, right? I forgot to check that. Pretty sure there's no rain. All right, let's go ahead and scooch ahead here. And let's see what kind of qualifying results we can get going. Hopefully with minimal stints so that we don't have to worry about running down parts or anything like that. And we're losing a little bit of their driver confidence the longer we wait, but I think it'll all be okay. Let's go ahead and send you out. And you out. Go, 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 go. Let's get a good one, guys. Come on. Purple, 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 purple. Okay, they're both just being faster than each other. They're great. This is good. We're fine. We should not need to run another stint for them. We can just coast right into Q2. If people beat us at this point, then more, you know, they deserve to. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna push that one. That's insane. Oh man, I love seeing them both get purples right their first time out. Okay, so Leclerc did beat us. Expected, you know. That's fine. There's a little bit more rubber and grip on the track now than there was when we ran out, so he's gonna get a faster time, but we are very, very safe to be able to get into Q2 here. Good stuff. I'm happy with that. All right, let's just put on these other tires again, because again, I'd like to run the older set for at least a stint, and then we'll see where that gets us, and then we will swap if we need to. I think it's a good way to just maximize, or I should say minimize our tire usage, maximize the amount of tires we can carry into the race itself. Alright guys, come on. Let me see some more purples again. I doubt we're going to see purples because their tires are worn down a little bit, but we don't need purples. Never mind. We are going to see double purples. They're just going to go back and forth and just be running. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're in such a good place, guys. Oh, this is so good. I need to find a time to run some new parts and take the penalty. But obviously, if we're qualifying first and second, which I don't know that we will, obviously, in Q3 yet or not. But if we end up qualifying first and second, then we're not going to want to take the penalty now. I mean, although, in theory, we would be able to catch back up quickly because we have very fast cars, but I don't know. I just got to figure that one out. We still got some good parts, so we don't need to build anything just yet. But I do want to take, like, a double penalty. I want to take all the penalties at once so we don't have to worry about them for the rest of the season. All right. I guess we'll run the bad parts one more time, or the rundown tires one more time, because we are going to do 2 qualifying stints here anyway. I always do 2 on the final one, as you guys know, just to kind of get one out that we, the first one's just to kind of get us out there, and then the second one is to actually put in a good time. Man, Sonoda's still getting purple on at least one section, 2 sections. All right, that's pretty good. Pretty good time there. All right, let's go ahead and put on brand new tires now. Let's see what kind of actual lap times we're going to get out of this. And go, and go. Come on, don't block us, don't block us, don't block us. This is actually a pretty good track for not getting blocked, I think. A lot of good places to pass people, I think. See, Theo didn't do good. Sonoda just tore that one apart, but I think Theo got blocked a little bit more. Which is fine. At least it's in Q3. I'm not stressed about that much. I mean, definitely wish he was a little bit better than he did, but we'll make it work. Honestly, this might not be a bad time to take penalty for Theo. Yeah, I mean, are we expecting to get lower, this low in the future? I mean, this might be the lowest we expect to get for a long time. This might be a good Theo penalty spot. Buy all the new parts that we're going to need to buy. Because we know we're going to need to buy a new engine. We know we're going to need to buy a new ERS at some point. Take our penalty here. And who knows, maybe he can work with the new parts. Maybe he can work his way back through the pack. You know what I mean? I think we will. I think we'll take his penalty here. We know this is necessary. At some point this season. Now here's hoping he doesn't crash. Oh, I should have said that. I don't expect that we'll need new gearboxes. I would be shocked if we need new gearboxes, but if we do, we'll take that penalty then. I'm not going to plan for that now. All right, we'll go with that. I'm happy with that. So we do want him to run the new parts. I think we are going to go back down to these lesser parts for Sonoda. We're going to gamble that the 64% with all the downforce stuff that we got going on is going to be sufficient. Because it's not like there's anything wrong with the engine. It's just less powerful. And I actually don't know what less powerful means. Does it tell us like how much less powerful it is? It just doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll just go with it. We don't have a way to see. What would be cool to see is his rankings on the field. You know, kind of with these parts and stuff like that. All right, we'll go with that. Let's plug this in. Plug you in. Just to make sure there's no... Yeah, well, I didn't think we were expecting you, right? I just realized I hadn't actually looked. All right, that is a really bad... That's really bad as well. I mean, the most we could do here would be to kind of put that on mediums, although if we did anything, I'd rather flip-flop you. Sorry, not that. I want to put you on that. I want to put you there and just run that out as crazy hard as we can, although that's just not going to be good, right? Yeah, it's not great. Technically, this one's a second faster, even though it's... What? Seems strange to me. Alright, let me come up with something that just looks better. I would start on mediums. Which I guess we don't have... There we go. There's some mediums right there. Then I would go to hards. And then I'd probably go... And this track is going to be awful for running some stuff down. And I would probably... I don't think there's any reason why that would ever be the case. Let me run a couple softs. See where that gets us. I'm going to be able to run softs on normal here. Something like that. 2 seconds slower. Really? You're saying this is the fastest. What if we bump that down? It's 3 seconds faster. Well, if we did it this way, I would rather... Okay, let me just make sure we have the good softs here. We should have several good softs, right? Let's run you on normal, you on normal, and then you just on the lower speed. Could I actually bump you up to like a medium at any chance? No, there's no way, right? There's no way this works. There's no way we can keep the temperature on conserve. But in theory, if we could find a way to flip-flop between conserve and normal, we could technically make this work. I think what we do is... we push this one out just a little bit past the point and plan to carry the softs a little bit further. And then we can run this one between that and that. We run it about 50-50, then it should be pretty close to where we need it to be. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, because this is about halfway above the line, halfway below the line. So if we plan to have to go into this to get temperature and then this when we don't need it, this might actually work okay. It is an insane strategy, though. That is an insane strategy to me. But I think we can make it work. Not a lot of pushing. I'm not used to that, right? We're used to doing as much pushing as we can, but this is going to be different. Wait, sorry, wrong thing. So, there we go. We want you to be just outside where we need it to be. So you're right on the line. You're just outside where we need it. Yeah, that should be perfect. So we need to go two laps past where the mediums would basically die. But, yeah, this will be fine. This is insane. Conserve strategy is crazy. I mean, we're starting off pretty heavy. So we may have to tone off these softs right after the... Because I want to go heavy for the first lap at least, right? I'm at least going to do that. But we'll figure it out. We're going to trust the math. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take the penalty. Theo will take the penalty. Maybe I should have gone with a more aggressive strategy for Theo. So he could stay up there, but... Or catch back up, I mean.
It's the Spanish Grand Prix. It's lights out.
All right, we are going to go pretty aggressive here at the very beginning. Maybe it's a mistake. I hope not. I just want to get a lap in the books to see where we're at.
You have energy? Copy.
All right, Theo's starting in last place, but in theory should be able to catch up pretty quickly. Now this first lap here doing that means we may have to go a little bit conservative pretty quickly on these softs instead of just going down to yellow, but I think we can make that work. Just going to go aggressive until we run out of ERS. I really want to push through this early bits here. Just Might put us too low to catch back up, but I think we'll make it work. Alright, so that's pretty good, actually. So now we're going to go down to standard. We're going to keep an eye on that. Noda's got a little bit more left in the tank. Come on. Okay. I was going to go down to standard. Again, he might have to go down to light at some point, but that's okay. We can make that work. Keep pushing the fuel a little bit longer. We're okay on that. Theo's moved up to 18th. Probably stay on this strategy with the tires until we get done with pushing fuel, and then we might just settle in at that point. This fuel will stop pushing around 1 kilograms under. Theo up to 17th. It's really going to come down to how much temperature we can keep in these tires. Alright, there's 1 kilogram. Down to balance, down to light, down to light, down to balance. How are we looking on tires compared to everybody else? We're probably pretty low. Ah, no, they're pushing way hot faster than we are. Oh, that's shocking, especially for Theo. I mean, Sonoda pushed a little bit more, but no, that's kind of crazy. Wasn't sure if I was expecting to see that. All right, we'll settle in here. As long as we at least got white temperature, we're fine, right? We don't need to get up to yellow or anything like that. White's fine. If it goes down to blue, we have to push a little bit more, but this is okay. And once we get back on the line, we can go back to yellow here. On Theo, buddy. Theo's up to 16th. Sonoda's pulling the Red Bull cars with him. Kind of as you would expect. Theo's going to catch up with 15th. Theo's just going to work his way through the pack here. Little by little. I would be shocked if he can get, top 5 or anything like that. That's okay. We took the penalty on purpose, and we know that. Now, Sonoda, again, is on that 64% engine. He's on a slower engine, presumably, than all these other guys. Although, I say that. It's possible that Red Bull is... I mean, it's the same Red Bull engine these guys are running, right? So, depending on which engine they put on, we might be about the same as them. Is Leclerc going to run away with this, or can we catch back up with him? I imagine he's pushing pretty hard here. Oh, yeah, he's pushing harder than us, so I think we'll catch back up with him. Looks like we're keeping temperature just fine on this yellow strategy, which is good to see. Let's see, Sonoda or Theo can go back to neutral. So that's good. Or sorry, not yellow. On the blue strategy, we're keeping temperature just fine is what I meant to say. Alright, looks like Theo is about to be able to go standard. I think he's right back on the line. Sonoda is about to be back on the line as well. Come on. Theo's going to be okay. Sonoda, I think, is going to be okay now as well. Sonoda can also go back to neutral. Thankfully, they're far enough apart that we can pit them the same lap if we need to. Sonoda's losing a lot of ground right now, but these other guys are just pushing so hard. So either they're going to pit in extra time, or they're going to be on slower tires than us here in a moment. Alright, Sonoda's going to have to... I really can't afford to pit early. We're going to have to go under. It's not ideal, but I think a lot of these other guys are also going to be going under, quite frankly. So we're going to plan Sonoda's pit once he crosses the line here. It's not great, but I think it will be okay. Alright, we are going to just full on attack, full on push, full on deploy. It'll be okay. And then as soon as Theo comes across the line here, him on his mediums. A little bit of a risky test there, I should say. Not test. Chance there. A little bit of a risky chance there. Just a little risky decision. I can't talk, guys. I'm sorry. But I think it'll work out because we actually knew dipping below the line was still a really fast strategy, all considered when we were looking at the strategies before. So I think a little dip below the line is not going to hurt us. Unless we get a blowout, obviously, which technically there's a chance that we would, I think. Which we just did. I've never seen that before. I'll be honest. I've been able to go down to 20% before with no issues whatsoever. I'm shocked that we got a blowout there. I mean, I think we can still recover. I don't think we recover and win this race, unfortunately. but I've never seen a blowout at 25% like that before. I don't dip down below very often, to be fair, but I do dip down from time to time, and I've never seen that. But we did hold up Theo just briefly, but honestly, he got a really fast pit stop, so I think we'll recover from this. I think we'll recover from it. It's unfortunate. It's just a chance, right? Once you dip below that line, it's just a chance that it could happen, and we just rolled that dice and it rolled against us that time, unfortunately. All right, we're gonna go ahead and push. We're gonna go ahead and top up. I think it might cost us a couple positions. He was able to get back around without, like, he made it, right? Like, that's all I'm trying to say is he made it. So I think we'll be okay. Man, that's our first blowout. Thankfully, it wasn't enough that it, you know, he had to stop completely, right? Like, he didn't have to just quit the race. All right, let's go ahead and just go down to standard immediately. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We're supposed to be able to go on aggressive. Which we will. And then we will... Oh, I forgot to put you on attack strategy on your fuel. But that's okay. And we'll put you both on deploy for a lap or so. Yeah, that was a mistake. It's my mistake. It was my decision. It was a risk. I even said it. I literally said it as soon as I did it. This is a risk. Never seen it happen before, but we'll see what happens here. And it happened. All right. If we're going to push anything on standard, I think we need to push earlier on standard. And then we can attack later. We'll just go down to standard a little bit earlier than maybe I had originally planned. How many people? There's still 1, 2, 3, 4 people that need to pit. So Sonoda's up in 9th place. Theo's in 12th place effectively, once you count those in. And if Sonoda can just start working his way through the pack, then we'll be fine with that as well. Unfortunately, the Red Bull cars are just miles ahead of us. So fast ahead of us. So it looks like their strategy is working better. Or maybe it's just, again, because his engine is just slower right now. It was a risky strategy when we came into it. We knew it was going to be a risky strategy, no matter how we looked at it. All right, I'm just going to let him go a little bit longer. Once we get a little bit above this line, then I will go back to an aggressive strategy here. Aggressive on this. Just want to make sure we can make it to where we need to put the reds. Looks like we're okay now. So we can go ahead and go up to aggressive now. Aggressive with you. I think we'll be able to make it. Now they're close enough together that it'd be a little bit risky to pit them the same lap. Not like impossible, but we'll be a little careful here. Sonoda's moving up to 7th. Theo's in 9th. Theo's looking better than Sonoda, because Sonoda, obviously, with the blowout, that really slowed him down. He might have lost 10 seconds just from that blowout. So Theo's looking like he will be in an overall good position, considering where he started. We'll see. It's not over yet. It's got a lot of race left to go. Notice catching people. I mean, he's closing down these gaps, so... I don't know that he catches first and second, but I don't think it's impossible for him to get top 5. Snowed up to 6th, Theo in 8th. So I can go ahead and go up to neutral. Theo can go to neutral. How are we looking on the tires? Oh, we're way good. We can actually attack here soon. We are so good. We might even be able, we're going to be able to push a little bit further than I expected, which is fine. That gives us a little bit more flexibility on the softs at the very end. Okay, we're on the optimal right now, so we're gonna go ahead full attack. Do we push? I think we do push. I don't think we go deploy yet, though. Once we get... Probably this next lap is when we will trigger our pit stops. And how far apart are you guys? You're far enough apart. I think we can gamble and pit at the same time. Alright, Sonoda gonna come across the line here. Able to schedule his pit now. Still continue to attack. Coming in on these fresh softs. And let's go ahead and full deploy now. And Theo, same thing. And full deploy. Alright guys, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go watch Sonoda. Good pit, guys. Come on. We need to make up some time here. Two five. That was a good one. That was really good. 2-5 for both. I can be very happy with that. That was a really good pit. Alright, so we're going to drop you down to standard. We will get temperature in, and we will put you on top up. Same for you. Standard. Top up. As soon as we get temperature, we need to drop down to light. Yeah, it's temperature. We push for our fastest lap. We just go full deploy with what we have. I think we will go for one lap of full deploy with what we got here. Just to see if we can get anything here. I doubt it. Nope. He just didn't start early enough. That's fine. All right, going back down to balance. We're going to go back down to light. We're going to go top up. Theo. Where's Theo? He just passed. Okay. Light. Balance. Top up. Actually, going to go down to conserve a little bit early here. Conserve early and push a little bit later if we need to. I do need to get fuel back at some point, but see how we play out as we kind of push along here. How are the guys in the lead doing? Okay, Ocon's going to have to pit. These two guys are on hards, and we're actually on less burned hards than Leclerc, for example. For Theo, there's Stroll has to pit, so I don't know. We might be able to work our way back into something here. Alright, so that's exactly what we're looking for. As soon as we drop temperature, we need to push up a little bit more. So actually, as soon as we hit 95, I'll go back to the neutral thing. We'll say between 95 and 100 is kind of where we want to be. Theo can go back to neutral. Actually, we might say 96 and 100, actually, just to play it safe. I really don't want to get into the blue. The blue's bad, too. We might not actually get back up to 100 for Sonoda, so I might have to drop him down sooner. So Ocon's chasing us down because he's on some fresh softs and he's going to be pushing them. So we know he's pushing his way harder than we are because he got on him later. So we're going to lose to Ocon, unfortunately, here in a moment. But we are catching Red Bull slightly. And in theory, Ocon's going to go below, you know, his percentage quicker than us if he's pushing. No, we just went too far. Was not paying attention. Not too bad, though. Honestly, 4th and 5th, considering the mistake and the fact that we took the intentional penalty, is probably really good. Alright, Sonoda's behind someone. I'm going to put him on conserve for a moment. Where's Theo? Theo's actually behind us. Okay, Sonoda's starting to lose a little bit of ground. Catch him back up. Sonoda can go back on neutral. I should have probably put on neutral before I put him on conserve. That's alright. Alright, we're a little bit lower than I meant to be. We're above the 100%, 100 degrees, I should say. We'll just drop them both down a little bit here. Got to keep an eye on them. Not really catching Red Bull at this point, so I think that's not going to happen. This is tight. This is very... Oh my goodness. This is good for us, right? It's good for everybody. But this is better for us, isn't it? Because we just go onto softs and we everybody's on softs, obviously, but we can go onto softs. And other than being able to push the tires, we won't be able to push the fuel, I mean. But we're in range to be able to have faster cars than some of these other guys. On some brand new softs. I think this actually potentially might have worked out for us. We'll see. I mean, they're going to be fast cars. It's going to be hard for us to catch them, but... Or to pass them, I should say. But we should be theoretically faster in some ways. Obviously, we're going to go full attack. In fact, we will attack till the very end, and we got, you know, plenty of fuel. So we're going to be pushing. I forgot the fuel always gets topped up as well. No, this is just a drag race at this point. I mean, it's a drag race with a little bit of extra turns, but it's effectively a drag race with what, 5 laps to go? Yeah, okay, let's go. Come on, guys. Alright, Theo dropped back. I mean, everybody's going to be pushing here, so this is going to be a little hard. But theoretically, Theo should have one of the fastest engines out here. Brand new. Oh my goodness. Oh, is that end? Is that the end of the race? If that ends the race, then that's unfortunate. Because Theo was actually better a moment ago. I assume this ends the race. I mean, there's no other tires for us to change to, so we're not going to change anything. Like, how many laps do we have left? 1? If they even bring us out again?
We're ready to get this race underway again. And it's
3 laps to go. Okay, so there's still time to do something. We got so much fuel. Still time to do something here. I'm actually not sure if we want to battle this. I guess we will, because it actually carries all the way to the end here. All right, let's watch this. Actually, I want to watch from Sundo's perspective. Theo dropped back way more than I had hoped he would. And there's not much we can do about that. And there's Sonoda dropping back. These guys are just fast, right? Everybody's fast here. I think 5 laps, 6 laps, whatever it was a second ago, I felt like we had a chance. 3 laps, it's going to be a little hard for us to get to the point where we're faster than these guys. Because everybody's pushing on brand new tires. And I don't think we'll have any DRS, right? The DRS might be for the final lap. And that's it. Which is going to be like this one little section here, and that's it. Which is a bit unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know that we... I think where we're at right now is about as good as we're going to get. I'm hoping we're wrong. We just need a little bit more time to get these guys to burn out their, you know, their tires or whatever a little bit more, and us to just pass them. Or to get DRS. We needed some time to get DRS, quite frankly. Notice trying. Sonoda picked up a fastest lap. I mean, what do we got to lose at this point? Let's go for overtakes if we have them. Yeah, I think we had 5 laps. I think there might have been a chance. There's just a DRS train right now, which is just going to make it impossible. Oh well. 3rd and 6, not bad. Considering Tsunoda had the blowout and Theo started way behind. I think Theo could have had 5th if the red flag hadn't happened at all. I think Tsunoda would have been 4th. So is 3rd and 6 better than 4th and 5th? Actually, I don't know. And we did get fastest lap, so we got to count that extra point that we would not have had before. 4th and 5th would have been 22 points, and so we got 24. So this is a better result. 3rd and 6th is a better result, because that's also counting the fastest lap bonus as well. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's a really good result. It could have been better in a lot of ways, but it also could have been way worse. Obviously, Red Bull getting 1st and 2nd hurts the constructors, but we still got plenty of time to make that up. So I'm not super stressed about that yet. It was a positive result considering a mistake and a penalty. So, and we're not done designing our parts. So there you go. All right, let's go ahead and check out our cars real quick. Install replacement. Install replacement. Actually, we want to install this. Well, not that one yet. Actually, what we want to do is install this one on you. Yeah, that works. And then go to car 2. And you get the this one. Cool. Happy with that. And then we need a manufacturer. Right? We just finished. Oh no, I'm sorry, I looked at it wrong. We don't need to manufacture anything just yet, I don't think. Good on chassis. I guess we need to do a couple front wings. Just to stay on course with that. 6 of those. Rear wings were good. Side pods. Again, we're waiting on the design for the side pods. Underfloor we're good. And then suspension we're already manufacturing. Okay, cool. Actually, for manufacturing suspension, do we have a new one? Yes, we do. So let's put this on car 2. And that looks good. Cool. Happy with all that. All right, we'll go ahead and put a cut in there when we come back. Next race is Montreal. It is a balanced circuit, which is another pretty decent one for us. We'll see how it goes. I do appreciate you guys watching, though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.